I'm Will Durness, and today we're going to learn how to survive in the wild. With me, I have Wild Bill, my trusty cameraman, and today we're going to learn how to survive in the wild.
We are strictly professionals, so pay attention. This may save your life.
Right, now let's get moving. So, first rule of surviving in the wild is to have some kind of weapon with you. It's a source of protection. Right here, we have Bessie, Rita, Janet and Jackson, and Tracy. All great sources of protection, and especially with Tracy here, we are able to build our structure, which is our second rule of surviving in the wild, to find shelter. So, now, we are off to find our shelter. Try to keep up, Wild Bill. Tracy, no! It's all right, let's keep going. See here, this is a great place to build our structure. We have plenty of wood right here for the structure of our teepee. And then right here, we have two strong trees, which will enable us to lean our branches up against to build our shelter when it comes to surviving the night. Let's get started. Right, Tracy's dead. Always have a backup plan. I'll be right with you. My survival bag. You always want to have a bag whenever you're surviving in the wild. This one? I haven't really thought of a name for her yet. All right, let's get a move on. Perfect. As you can see here, we have built our shelter. Now, Wild Bill, you might want to get started on yours. Anyway, which reminds me of our next survival rule. To find food. Let's go. Alright, next stage of survival is to find food. To do this, I'm gonna hand my hosting spot over to Wild Bill, a food and survival expert in the wild. He'll teach you how to do it.
As he said before, I'm Wild Bill. I know all about the foods and the plants of this forest. I know how to spot a poisonous plant from 30 miles away.
30 miles, that's unheard of!
Follow me on this expenditure as we look to find food to nourish our bodies.
Sounds good, Wild Bill.
Food is not easy to find in the wild. You have to look around and search ceaselessly for the proper ingredients to help you get through the night. Let's go. Let's look for some food. Aha!
What'd you find, Wild Bill?
Here we have some leaves of the juju plant. The juju plant was originally found in Dutch. You see, the juju plant is a great source of vitamin C and will get you through the night and fight off any bacteria from an open cut. Now, I have a weaker stomach, so we are going to let Wilderness do all the eating.
Sure thing,
I will
Bill.
observe it.
Remember, kids, make sure you know what the plant is before you eat it. This is some great stuff. Let's find some more.
Now, our search will take us to another neck of the woods. Aha! This right here is a rare fruit of Morocco. The Moroccan apple. This Moroccan apple is not easy to find, but it is a great source of nutrients and vitamin C, like the juju plant. Also in the Moroccan apple is a bit of sedative, helps you sleep through the night. Great touch for uncomfortable sleeping.
I got it. Delicious.
Wilderness, what do you taste in that apple?
The juices are just gushing through my mouth. The taste is just... Actually, it's hard to describe the taste.
Probably a bit of tangy, like kind of barbecue, a little bit.
Reminds me of an apple. Anyway, let's find some more.
Now that we have a sedative and a great source of vitamin C, we're gonna want something that will fuel you through the day. Maybe a little bit of caffeine in it. Aha, here we go. These are some acan leaves. Acan leaves are blessed with a little source of caffeine to help you get through the day. Some people crunch them up and put them in their coffee in Great Britain, where they're most commonly found.
Here, take the nut, or that.
Well, have yourself some acan leaves.
Sounds great. So much better than whatever that last plant was. I'm feeling hyped already. Can feel the caffeine flowing through my veins. Now, the next rule of survival is to find water. Let's go.
Water is a nutritious source that all humans need to help
Forgot
the
the bag.
flow of blood.
Let's go. Oh, sorry. I guess we're back. Now, we must make sure we remain hydrated.
Bill!
Now, let's move on.
Bill?
What? What, Wild?
You didn't leave me any water!
Well,
Will, I have gone 10 hours without water, and you drank it all!
I'm sorry. Looks like Wild Bill here is going to have to revert to drinking his own pee.
No, Bill. No.
Yes?
Will, I will
Yep.
not do it. No!
Yes, sir.
No,
You want
Will.
to survive, don't you?
Will,
Take this bottle.
I will die.
Don't worry. You will be okay.
Will, I don't want to do this.
You have to.
I'm
You
not
want to
drinking
survive.
from the pits.
You got to survive. Now, I'll turn around. Right now, Wild Bill is filtering his pee and making sure he's able to survive. Let's see if he's ready.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, he's not ready yet. Anybody know a good song? Alright, make sure whenever you are out in the wild that you do find a good source of water. It is extremely important to stay hydrated. Most human beings can only last a couple of days without water. So, if you want to increase your chances of survival, you need to stay hydrated. Let's see how Wild Bill is doing. I see it. Let's have a good look at it.
Will, I don't want to do this.
You got to. You have to survive. Now, drink it. Right now, Bill Wild is drinking his own piss to survive. Oh, unbelievable. Don't worry, he might gag a little bit, but it's all in efforts to survive. Now, sounds good. All right. Here you go, Bill. Wild Bill has just made the ultimate sacrifice for television and survival. Let's go. Right. Now, we've had our fill of food, water, and we've built our shelter. Now, let's get back to our shelter to make a fire, just to get through the night. Let's go. All right, here is our shelter. Let's try to start the fire in our bag of tricks. Give me a sec. Nasty little buggers these bags are. Here we go. This right here is flint and steel. Great for starting fires in the wild. Let's make one. So, first, we need to make sure we get some dry wood and leaves and put it in a pile to make sure that we can start this fire. Now, what we need to do, get some of this leaves over the top of the wood and strike this to see if we can really just... It's kind of difficult to start.
Maybe try some oxygen. Put a little oxygen on it, Will.
Right.
There you go.
Oh, that's hot.
You're almost there, Will.
Let's try a different method. This method is used very often, where you take 2 branches and you get your pile of wood and you use friction to really start your... Alright, this is... The grass is too wet. The wood's wet.
Too
everything-
what? We've started millions of fires.
You know what? It's summer.
Agreed.
It's gonna be warm here anyway. Let's just sleep through the night.
I agree.
Let's get to our shelter. We are finally ready for our last rule of survival, finding our way back to civilization. Now, the first step to finding our way back is to decide which way is north. We must get our bearings in this woods. So, if you look at this tree, the bark is extremely cracky on this side, and tree bark is only extremely cracky on the north side of trees. So therefore, if that is the bark and it's pointing that way, that is north, and therefore that is west, and west is the way in which we shall go. So, let's do it. Let's move. Bill Wild, you okay?
I'm alright. Let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving. Let's go. Yeah. Whenever you are traveling to find your way home, you must be aware of plants like these. These plants right here have very sharp spikes that can cut into your skin and cause a great deal of injury. So, be very careful. Let's go that way.
Oi! I just got bit by a spike.
Sorry. Always be careful when crossing swampy marshes, because you don't want your feet to get wet. It's a great cause. Will you stop shaking the log?
Sorry, Will.
Great cause of illness, cold feet. We want to make sure we avoid that. Let's go. Now, look around here. The ground is very soggy. Make sure we stay away from that. Let's go this way. Those way. Maintaining your balance is very spider key to survival. It's mostly why gymnasts are the ones that make it back home. Let's keep going. We're back. Now, let's keep moving to find our way back home. This is gonna be dangerous.
Oi, nice jump, Will.
Good luck with that one, Wild Bill. Alright, let's keep moving.
Oh, I made it.
Good one. Alright, let's go. Oh. Back. Look. Civilization. We're scot-free. Let's go. Oh. Oh.
Are you alright, Will?
I'm okay.
Can you make it?
That's it. Alright, we're good. Let's move. We have finally found civilization and survived the wild. Thanks to Wild Bill's expertise in food and drinking his own piss. I'll never forget that image. And we were able to survive the wild and be able to come home to our families, because
We couldn't have done it without Will and his shelter-making expertise and his almost made fire. Thank you, Will, for parting on this journey with me.
Thank you, Wild Bill. Now, let's go and end this episode. Come on.
Like a free throw, house had the peephole.
Kill the music, Bill. Kill the music, Bill.
Now nothing's.
We are now in the company car. As you can see, it's a pretty crappy car due to our low budget, as you can tell. Very low budget. But we have finally made it back to civilization. And to recap, first off, the first rule of... Thank you, Bill. The first rule of the survival is water. No.
Shelter.
Shelter. First rule.
Weapons.
First rule is weapons.
Weapons.
Weapons is the first rule of surviving. Next rule was
Shelter.
Shelter was the second rule, and from that we made our own shelter, and it was a very good shelter indeed.
Using twigs and large branches for cover.
2 hands on the wheel, Bill.
Yes, sir.
All right. Our third rule was food. We need to make sure we got our vitamins and minerals and caffeine to make it through the night. And fourth, water. What was the third? Third one's water.
One of the rules. It was a rule.
The next one's water.
Forget
Forget about the numbers.
Water after food.
Water after food. So make sure we stay hydrated, and as a last resort, drink your own pee. But in this case, just find the water right there. There was water everywhere, apparently. Pretty drinkable too.
We didn't find it there.
Yeah, it was
Too late.
one of the burdens of the wild.
Speaking of, Will, do you have a mint on you?
I'm sorry, no, I
I
don't.
would really appreciate it.
Yeah, your breath does stink.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Alright. Anyway, thanks for watching with Will Durnis and
Wild Bill.
thank you very much. No severe injuries were occurred in the making of this video. Besides, I did take a nasty scratch on the leg, and Wild Bill here did take a twig to the eyeball.
Poked me right in the eye. Right here.
I think it was the other eye, wasn't it?
No, it's this one.
Oh, so sorry. So sorry for your loss.
Don't
Anyway.
try this at home.
Yes, we are professionals, and make sure you do not try this at home. We are what you call experts.